In the unforgiving desert of Arrakis, a young noble's life is shattered. Welcome to Dune, the epic journey of Paul Atreides, heir to House Atreides, as he navigates a galaxy filled with political intrigue, betrayal, prophecy, and self-discovery. Arrakis, also known as Dune, is the most coveted planet in the universe. It's the only source of spice melange, a rare substance that enhances mental abilities, prolongs life, and powers space travel. Without it, the cosmos would grind to a halt. Control of the spice means control of the universe. This is why the Emperor of the known universe orders House Atreides to take over the stewardship of Arrakis from their bitter enemies, House Harkonnen. At first, House Atreides sees the transition as an opportunity to expand their influence. But this seemingly prosperous arrangement is soon revealed to be a trap. The Emperor, envious of the Atreides' growing power, conspires with the Harkonnens to destroy them. A brutal coup is launched, and Duke Leto Atreides, Paul's father, is slain in a failed attempt to seize control of Arrakis. Paul and his mother, Jessica, are left stranded in the treacherous desert, forced to rely on the planet's indigenous people, the Freemen, a fiercely independent and secretive group that has adapted to Arrakis's harsh conditions. The Freemen believe in a prophecy of a messianic figure, a savior who will lead them to freedom. As Paul and Jessica struggle to survive, Paul begins experiencing strange visions, glimpses of an uncertain and perilous future. These visions aren't mere hallucinations. They're a product of the Bene Gesserit, an ancient order of women who have spent generations breeding for a super being known as the Kwisatz Haderach. This male figure possesses the ability to see multiple possible futures and access hidden memories. Jessica, Paul's mother, defied the Bene Gesserit's orders by bearing a son instead of a daughter, setting in motion the events that lead Paul to becoming the Kwisatz Haderach. As Paul grows in understanding of his powers, he faces the reality of his destiny. He realizes that his extraordinary abilities, including heightened awareness and the ability to see into the future, are a heavy burden. These powers are inextricably linked to the Fremen, whose culture is entwined with spice melange. The Fremen see Paul as their prophesied savior, a messiah who will lead them to freedom and alter the fate of the universe. But the galaxy's political web is tangled, and Paul finds himself at its center. The Harkonnens, led by the sadistic Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, are bent on retaking Arrakis, and the Emperor, alarmed by Paul's growing influence, sends his elite Sardaukar forces to crush the rebellion. Paul, however, is no mere pawn. He becomes a leader, uniting with the Fremen to ignite a revolution. He learns to harness Arrakis's deadly desert ecology, including the giant sandworms, the very creatures that produce the spice, using them as symbols of his growing power. Yet Paul's rise to power is fraught with an internal struggle. His visions reveal multiple futures, some of unimaginable victories, others of catastrophic wars. Paul realizes that his role as the prophesied Muad'Dib could lead to a galaxy-wide jihad, an all-consuming holy war that would spread Fremen ideals across the universe, but at the cost of untold bloodshed. This realization haunts him. While he can see the future, he cannot fully control it. His growing power is both a blessing and a curse, and Paul begins to question whether he can escape the dark fate he envisions. As Paul solidifies his leadership, he must navigate the treacherous political landscape of the Imperial House Carino, led by the Emperor, and the manipulative plots of the Spacing Guild, the Bene Gesserit, and rival noble families, all of whom seek control over the spice trade and the future of the galaxy. Paul is at the center of a delicate dance, where every decision ripples through the universe. The Emperor, seeing Paul as a threat to his reign, finally confronts him with an army of Sardaukar forces. This sets the stage for an epic showdown on Arrakis, where Paul faces not only the Emperor's army, but also his own inner demons. Will he succumb to the dangerous allure of power, or will he find a way to stop the jihad he fears? Ultimately, Paul ascends to the throne, becoming Emperor of the known universe. But the cost of victory is immense. He realizes that the weight of his destiny is far greater than he ever imagined. He has not only conquered the universe, but reshaped it in his image, leaving behind a legacy of power, suffering, and unanswerable questions about fate, leadership, and the true cost of revolution. Dune is a profound exploration of power, the fragility of human civilization, and the fine line between heroism and tyranny. It serves as a cautionary tale about prophecy, the ways in which individuals are shaped by the very forces they try to control. As Paul Atreides comes to terms with his place in the universe, he must face the devastating truth: even the most powerful individuals cannot escape the forces of fate. The novel explores themes of ecology, as the desert planet of Arrakis plays a pivotal role in shaping the story. It highlights the relationship between environment and society and how the exploitation of natural resources shifts the balance of power. Dune is also a meditation on the dangers of messianic leadership, the consequences of unchecked ambition, and the interplay of religion, politics, and military might. At its heart, Dune is a tale of survival and revolution. It's about a young man coming into his own power, grappling with the weight of leadership, fate, and destiny. It's an exploration of how choices shape not just the future, but the soul. Through Paul's journey, we witness a young man confronting the painful cost of becoming what he was meant to be, and the crushing responsibility of carrying the fate of the universe on his shoulders.